Hey guys, TakuyaSugi here with a new hero on Korean Lost Saga. This is hero 158, Mirror 2 Warrior. So this is a premium character, so we are back to premium characters. As you can see here, he is a premium. He's based on this game called The Legend of Mirror 2, I think. The warrior class from that. So, you know, I've never played it. I've never really even seen it before. I probably should have looked it up before doing this video. But yeah, we can check it out here anyway. So it is a premium character. So 3-hit basics, 1, 2, 3. Third hit will feint. These basics will lift off your feints and everything, so that's pretty nice. The second part, if you got them in that airborne juggle, we'll do a little mini bounce down, but it won't give you enough time to follow up with another basic attack off of that. So you're pretty much limited with that, but it's pretty good damage. Your other things, your hold D. This utilizes 5 meter of your passive. One trigger of your hold D will throw out a little projectile that will stun someone temporarily, and that will use 1 meter of the 5 meter passive bar. This works on grounded as well for a little pop-up, but you can't really juggle off that pop-up unless you do the follow-up to the hold D. The follow-up to the hold D is just a simple dash input. So if you choose to dash backwards, you'll dash backwards, but usually you're going to dash forward after this hold D hits. If you dash forward, it'll grab someone and then slam them down for a nice juggle opportunity. But the catch is the dash input also uses 1 meter of your passive. So using this little combo here is going to use 2 meter of your passive bar each time. So that's a pretty big chunk of your passive. And it's not too quick charging, but it comes back in a relative amount of time. And this does work on grounded as well, so it's extremely good for lifting off the ground and continuing your juggles. You may not want to just use this as a token edger. It does reduce fall damage, as you may have been expecting. I don't know if you would have expected this to do like full drop damage or anything, but get him close to a ledge here, and you'll see what I mean. So you can see he didn't take much damage at all from the fall damage there. So it does reduce it, kind of like Succubus, but it looks like even more than Succubus that reduces. So you need to juggle off this. You don't want to edge this unless you're trying to get like a good map position and double team the enemy team. So yeah, it's not, or you know, finish them off at very low health. That's a good thing too. But yeah, you know, juggling off this, you'll probably want to use your dash attack, your 2-hit dash attack. So when you do a 2-hit dasher, the second hit will launch. The first hit's a little flincher. That's like so. So if you get like a feint or something, use this to extend your juggles a little bit, because this does lift off your feints and then gives you the 3-hit basics. So it's very nice doing that instead of just, you know, doing the the basic alone. So that adds a little bit more damage to your combos, doing the dash attack before the 3-hit basic. And if you choose to hold D as you're dashing, this will do the simple grab input instead of the projectile input, which is a pretty nice way of grabbing someone, but it doesn't lift off grounded though. That's the catch. You'll have to use your hold D in order to lift off grounded before that dash. But if you got someone standing, there you go. That's a good way to position them where you want them, or potentially edge them if they're very low health. So dash hold D is just basically the hold D dash input afterwards. So pretty good stuff so far. So jump attack. He has a 2-hit jumper. Second hit's an interesting mechanic. Let me go ahead and show the first hit there. It's a little half feint kind of flincher. I don't think you can feint off this or anything. I'm not sure about that. But the second hit's kind of interesting the way it works. If you only kind of hit the tip, you have to kind of look at how this attack animates. You can see the 2 little streams there. It's actually a double hit. And if you can nail the double hit, it's going to feint. But you have to be at the right position to get that double hit to work. If you hit it too high, it's just going to hit once. If you hit it too low, it may just hit once. But generally, it's pretty easy to get the 2 hits to hit. You just kind of do it as you're coming down. You don't do it too high, but you do it kind of on your descent there. And then you'll get an easy feint off that double hit there from that second jumper. So it's a very interesting jump attack there. Pretty neat, pretty neat. You also have your hold D in the air. It will slam down a standing opponent using 1 meter of your passive. It will also hit grounded, like so, and it will do a little bit more knockback than your ground hold D. So if you've got someone near a ledge, you could potentially edge them with the air hold D. And you can also dash input off the air hold D as well. So if you want to do something like that, you sure can. So let's go ahead and get in position for this here. So there you go. It does grab and everything, so it works just like your ground hold D, but a little bit safer and a little bit more interesting, where you can mix it up a little bit and grab them from a very far distance away. and be a little bit surprising. So the air hold D is probably going to be one of the most cheese things about the character, I would say. Even though it does use a lot of your passive using that over and over, not as reliable as the standing hold D. So go ahead down here and check out our defensive capabilities with our robot buddies. So try to find a non-ogre. I always have problems with the ogres when it comes to demonstrating defense. So you do have a deflect on this character. Try to get 3 in a row. Can't even get 1 now. 2. I got 2. So you get the gist of it. You can get a deflect with the character. Your armor scale also gives you kind of a super armor status. And it lasts a while too. So, but you still take damage, as you can see there, and it does not prevent gear drops or anything as well. So that's a little bit of a drawback with that as well. So let's go ahead and get into the skills up here. Your weapon skill, slash forward with a little beam, and if you don't hold the charge down, it's just going to be a simple knockdown. The initial hit does hit grounded as well, as you can see there, and it puts them in the standing kind of feint position off the grounded. Seems like it has different properties if you hit further away, though. Looks like it does give it a little stun feint kind of status there. But if you charge it, charging it's a lot more interesting. Charge it up, boom, big knockback and big stream of beams there, shockwave. Hit this on a little bit of a crowd here. We'll see how it works on all these guys here. So it's the initial hit's a little beam, and the charge up hit pretty spread out. So pretty cool there, pretty cool. Armor skill. The armor skill again has super armor, but it also does the initial feint on someone. It will not hit grounded, however. So just going to show you that real quick. So it doesn't hit grounded, but does still give you super armor. Helmet skill. Helmet skill is kind of interesting. I do believe this prevents you from blocking, I believe, but I can't really test that. One thing I do know it actually does, the debuff you put on someone with this, the initial hit's actually like a fear. So you can see here, it's a fear, but it also prevents them from moving temporarily. So he can't move, that robot right there can't. So once he breaks free of the debuff, he can move afterwards. So let's check out the trinket skill here. Trinket skill. Grab someone with your little laser sword energy beam thing, and then you can let it stay for a second to tie them up and let them drop, or you can press your D key afterwards, let it charge up here again, and pull them into you, and then they'll get feinted. So it's kind of like a nice stun ninja scarf kind of tie-up kind of thing. It might be a little bit lag sensitive for other versions, but who knows, So that's the warrior from Mirror 2, guys. The premium characters are back. He's pretty good. He's got a lot of nifty little juggles here and there. You know, the whole D mechanic is a very fun thing to work with when it comes to juggles. He's got the great jump attack here that will feint very easily. You know, it's pretty easy to nail that 1-2 hit. It's not really that hard. You don't really have to hit the sweet spot or struggle to hit the sweet spot that often. You know, the dash attack is what it is. It's pretty quick, pretty easy to catch people. His damage potential is actually pretty decent, you know, with these juggles and everything. I mean, if you want to just dash and hold D, and then get your juggles started, that's definitely a nice alternative, and he can put in some damage like that. A little bit unfortunate that he does such reduced fall damage on his passive, but that would be pretty OP if he could edge someone like pretty much all the time with that passive. But yeah, he's pretty decent. The air hold D is very good. A lot of juggle potential, like I said. He's pretty good at that. So, nice character, guys. Nice character. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you next time. What was that guy's name in League of Legends? Xiao something? Be a Man guy? I can't even remember that guy's name. Wow.